It is said the only constant is change in college football, but over more than 150 years, there have been some things that you can count on. If you can run the football, you have a chance to win. And boy, do we have guys who can do that in this one. Welcome to Vaught-Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see the number 19 team in the country, the Duke Blue Devils, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. And the Blue Devils will kick it away to start us off. Fielded in the end zone. It's Cunningham. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out in the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Looking for a man, it's Bailey. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Now on second down. Grabbed over the middle. It's Alexander. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35.
Man, that play takes some protection. If you're going to stick it in the belly and that wide receiver is going to run down the field that far, I need some good protection, and I need my lineman not to go downfield. Nice job by the quarterback making the right read, being patient, throwing that strike.
Brings it in down the left side. And he'll take it in and house it. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback and wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. Here's the handoff. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front. The Blue Devils come to the line in the hurry-up.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared. Right back on the ball, ready to run another play, ready to make this defense work.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Love the play by the defense. They just did a good job understanding where the running back was on that play. After the catch, they're able to make the tackle right away, and now they've set up third down.
Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. He hurls one deep down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. An explosive pass play for this offense.
And that is a backbreaker if you're the defense, because you've done your job up to that point. You've set up the offense in third and very long. You know they're going to throw it. You cannot allow a guy to get open that deep down the field for an explosive play. Somebody's going to have to answer for that when they get to the sidelines.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Got it in the middle. It's Gibson. Makes the stop at the 23-yard line, but it's a pickup of 15. A first down, and this offense is smelling the end zone. And the Blue Devils look to keep this drive humming. Quick touch pass to the receiver. Breaks into the open. Smashes ahead. Gets out of bounds after the big play, and they'll be set up in business with a 1st and goal.
It's so important this offense is able to get this guy the ball in space, especially on the perimeter of the field. And I love that last play call because he's able to get outside and use his speed. To me, that's where this guy is his most dangerous.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
You know, this guy's had a big role in this offense this year, especially when they get down close to the end zone. That's his 5th rushing touchdown on the year. He's been a factor for these guys offensively.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, and knocked it right down the middle. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cunningham. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. They cashed in on a short field last time they had it, and now they'll go to work from their own end. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. Finds his tight end. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the 1st down.
Let's see what they've got on 2nd down. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
Good decision by the QB. You're outside the pocket. You're trying to find an open target. No one's open. Throw it away and live to play another day.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Back to throw. It's Bailey. Oh, they're after him. Incomplete. Man, oh, man, is that one this junior would love to have back.
Unfortunate with that incompletion. The quarterback and his intended target not on the same page.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the catch. It's Cunningham. They stop him right at the 40-yard line. It's 4th down. Will they bring out the punt team?
You got to love that. On defense, one of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on 3rd down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave up the completion. Whoop-de-doo. You've set up 4th and long. You're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Dude, how about that? Boom. I mean, you talk about power. That dude just booted that thing halfway across the field, completely flipping the field position and getting it down inside the 10. That is a nice job by that punter.
They go to the Wildcat here, looking to take advantage of that extra blocker. Back has it. Defense played the Wildcat very well on that one, stopping them for a short gain. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. Off the bootleg and rolling out. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Well, after giving up that touchdown on the opening drive, they had a little bit of a come to Jesus with their defensive coordinator on the sideline. I don't know what he said, but he, I think, just invoked the fear of God into this defense, because this 3-and-out has been sensational, dominant. This is the way they've got to play moving forward.
The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the 50.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
He's going to run it. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So they had a chance to talk over this third down play to open the period. Looking for a man. It's Bailey. A shot toward the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Rebels!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it, because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game day.
Coming out with it, it's Moore. Knocked down right at the 25, and I guess he breaks even, bringing it out of the end zone. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. Release to the back. Zings it complete to the right. Stopped him at the 41, but that's a big pickup of 15.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
They couldn't draw up a better way to start a drive, and now they've got it 1st and 10 from the 41. The give to the back. And that's a very productive first down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. I don't know why, but it's a thing. The ACC Wheel of Destiny, you spin it, you never know how it's going to come up, and you can't afford to give away a game early in a conference like this.
And I think both of these coaching staffs, David, understand that, and they've been preaching to their team, we've got to start fast. Not just in this game. We've got to start the season fast. We've got to take advantage of this opportunity.
And I think Reese hit it right on the head, too. The Wheel of Destiny, right? It seems like it's a new team every year that's playing in the championship and appears to be a wide-open league. So a lot of turmoil, a lot of change. I think that starting 1-0 is an important step.
The punt was just an illusion. They snapped it to the up end. They will stop him short. Turn it over on downs. They tried to catch him napping on that fake, but turns out they were wide awake. Dropping back, it's Bailey. Rushes on him. And as he throws, can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Moving out of the pocket. Caught over the middle. It's Davidson. Just carving up this defense and getting it down to the 24.
This guy just is so comfortable running routes, and he has such a good feel for those soft spots on defense there. They're playing zone coverage, so he's able to find that pocket, make it easy on his quarterback, and they pick up the first down.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Second down, he'll throw it. Just a short pass to the tight end. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
Throwing right. Got it. Huge game before he goes out of bounds, and now they've got it first and goal.
How nice is it in this offense to have a tight end like that guy that can come up with plays for you all over the field? You just saw the big third down catch. He set him up here in the red zone. I like going back to him, maybe lining him and flexing him outside, getting a
touchdown. Ole Miss. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board. I don't know exactly what the defensive coverage was, but it certainly wasn't part of the plan to leave him that wide open.
Oh, I'll take an L, but goodbye to your running back.
How do you leave that big guy open down here in the red zone? You know the quarterback loves the big tight ends in this area. Really poor job by the defense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, let's take a look at what's happening in this exciting college football game. Louisiana has just had no answer for the onslaught they faced today. A crucial game for this team, and they did not answer the bell. They're trailing by 17 to UAB. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Snap to the back. Got his man quickly. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Up there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48. The Blue Devils come to the line with a new set of downs. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Fires to the wideout. Complete to the right. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
Nice patience by the quarterback there. He had his receiver running a crossing route, but the QB knew it was zone coverage, so he's got to be careful and make sure that he hits him in a window. He did that right there.
Now on first down from the 28. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
Well, I know he was struggling to get going early in this game. That right there, though, was easily his best run so far. And this is one of the more talented running backs you're going to see in the entire nation. They need more runs like that to get this offense going if they're going to win this game.
And the Blue Devils with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Rides to the back. Tough, determined run, gets it down to the 12.
Well, I love the job by the offensive line, getting a good push there on 2nd down, and you see guys bleeding into the 2nd level of the defense getting a hat-on-hat to go get that first.
They'll move the wide receiver. Quick pass on the fly motion. Runs through the tackle. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And that's just an example of the defense having a better play call than you have on offense. I like the creativity offensively, but how about the defense having their cornerback in position to make the play?
The Blue Devils have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. That pass is incomplete.
I'll tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on 3rd down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. It'll be 3rd and long. Takes a hit as he fires. Another incompletion on 3rd down. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. To the air, it's Bailey. That's reeled in, it's Dickens. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the 1st down marker was. I got to go get that 1st down. He did a nice job of it.
Quarterback on the move, still looking. Makes a connection. He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39.
It feels like everything this play caller has called has worked so far in this 1st half for the offense. They've generated a really nice lead, lighting up the scoreboard, and they're staying aggressive. They're throwing the football. They're dictating everything.
It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Got some room to run. Smashes through the just shedding tackles. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Duke.
And the free safety roaming the middle of the field, and you can see just reading the quarterback's eyes. And how about the break on the football, taking a great angle to pick it off and then do some damage and make the big play for this defense to score some points.
They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Cunningham. Slips through the line. He's on the loose. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. No guts, no glory. Caught it in the end zone. Didn't hesitate for a millisecond to take that thing back, and boy, did it pay off.
And this is why kickoff returns are so exciting. There's so much space between you and the other team flying down the field. The only time you're going to be provided that much space, and you could tell he knew what to do with that space. Kicked on the Jets by Felicia.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. the play fake. Now to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. Makes the catch on the left. A huge gain on that one before he ran out of bounds, and he has the first down.
And this defense is figuring out early in this football game, man. They've got to be dialed in because this passing attack, it's lethal because they get it to their speedsters, and after the catch, they're really good. Got to tighten up that coverage and get those guys on the ground when they catch the football.
After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40. Motion from the wide receiver. Little touch pass to the receiver. Hard running there. Didn't get much done on that run. He'll fight his way out and maybe pick up a yard. Back to pass on 2nd down. Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Brown. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Corner's right up on that line of scrimmage. Give him 6. Touchdown, Blue Devils.
And that was great execution on that drive. That is exactly what you needed. You took almost all of the time, and you cut into this lead. Now you're about to go into the half, get everybody excited, use that momentum to start the second half.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Enough time to get off a play before we head to halftime. Running back searching for a hole. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. They'll ride the hot hand. Picks up the first down, still moving. There he goes. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. The Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Offense heads back out onto the field. They got a lot done through the air in the first half, and they might need even more production here in the second.
I think they will, Reese, and I think this is an offense that has proven they're playing with good timing right now. They've got some matchups where they're winning one-on-one, and they're just going to have to keep going back to the well, David, and relying on hitting some explosive plays to win this game.
Yeah, and I think we look at numbers naturally, and they're losing. So that's the most important thing on the scoreboard, but they have had success. And so what do? You keep playing pitch and catch. You got to score, but you got to talk to your defense. I need some stops. I need the football back quickly so we can do some more damage.
We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. Quick pass on the jet motion. And how about the efficiency on that one? It'll bring up 2nd and 4.
Well, and on these little push passes, timing is so important. You're trying to snap it right as he's getting a full head of steam. When he gets the ball, he's hitting the outside, David. It puts the defense in such a difficult spot.
You immediately have to be rotating when you see that motion, so everybody's got to communicate and kind of bump over. That's why offenses love to run it. It makes the defense communicate and see if you can just get them out of the spot.
And the Blue Devils moving quickly to the line. Bully ball on 3rd and short. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45.
That is how it's done on 3rd down and short. No doubt about it. An easy hole to get through and clearly get the first down.
If you really want to simplify football, the low man wins. That time the offense got the better of the D. Easily picked that up.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Taylor. Got room at the 35. Turns it on down the left side. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Duke.
Well, you know, this guy's a huge weapon catching the football. And, David, he's difficult to bring down. What an athlete with his size and speed.
Dude, it's stupid. You want me to play defense now against all these guys and all this speed and skill all over the yard, and then you got a tight end like this who can not only catch it with his big frame and his big body, but do that after the catch. It's just so hard to play defense nowadays.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Cunningham. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Their lead is gone, and they'll try to grab it back on this drive. The short hands, it's Dickens. Out to the 32-yard line before he goes out of bounds, and that's the way to give a little start to the drive. Got it done in the passing game on the last play. Let's see what they do on first down. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And on that play on the RPO, they had the look they wanted, but up front, they just could not get the job done. You see linemen losing their one-on-one battles. There was nowhere for that running back to go.
Pulls it in. It's Davidson. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the third down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Might be calling a hot route. Looking to throw, it's Bailey. Catch in the middle, it's Davidson. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down. Has to get there to move the sticks. Breaks the tackle. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
You know, college football is so much about emotion and momentum and trying to find parts of games where you can grab it. How about going for it on fourth down on your own end of the field early like that and coming away with the first? That's huge.
And the Rebels have this offense rolling. Wide receiver going in motion. Looking to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be second down.
Well, that's not necessarily a throw that's going to show up on the stat sheet, but I love the decision. We're in the second half. We've got a tie game. You cannot turn the football over. And if nothing's open downfield, just do the smart thing and throw the ball away. I love that decision by the QB.
Yeah, and this defense hadn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
Got his man down the middle. He's going to come up a couple of yards short of the first down.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on fourth down. Still going. All down, but he has enough to move the chains.
Wow, and that was just a bang-bang play. On that fourth down, the coverage was tight. QB had his receiver. He knew where he wanted to go with it, but the only way that ball gets completed is if he
unleashes one deep. Throw to the end zone, picked off.
And talk about being an impact player for his defense. That's now his second interception in this game. Time and time again, when they've thrown his direction, he's come up with a big play. And in a tight game like this, those two interceptions, that is massive for this defense.
Plows through the defense.
You know, the one thing you can say about this defense, they pursue the football. The first guy might miss, the second guy might miss, but there's going to be more and more hats flying to the ball carrier. You saw it on that play, getting the tackle for the loss.
The Blue Devils trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4. We've been treated to an aerial show by these two guys so far as you check out their numbers. Can't wait to see how this fourth quarter is going to go and see who can come out on top in this barn burner. After swapping ends of the field, that gave them a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on third down. He did not make it a stone wall on third down. Tie game here late in the fourth. They want to control the ball, and they're not going to punt it away. They'll go for it on fourth down. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on down.
And listen, obviously, you know, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on fourth down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in him. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
I love when QBs break the pocket and still look to attack. Because as soon as you break the pocket, I'm thinking, oh, man, he's going to take off and run, and I might come up. But those big plays can be made down the field. Nice job by the quarterback keeping his eyes down the field.
And this offense is so close they can almost taste taking a fourth quarter lead. But they don't want to leave too much time on the clock for an answer. And he gets it back to the 4-yard line and no farther.
Offense trying to go RPO, but how about the defense? Up front, their front seven, they had dudes winning, just being way more physical and able to get to that running back.
To the air, it's Bailey. Back's got it. Touchdown, Rebels! And with that, they move out front here on the fourth. Offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Western Michigan is currently working from behind, but how many times have we said that and then witnessed something special happen? This time of year, you never know. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Bowling Green. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. To the air on first down. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. The sudden change on the turnover, Manning was looking for running room. Couldn't find that, but they'll have it at the 22. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. Out of the gun, the give to the back. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
And I like the first thought process right here. Run the football. We want to run that clock with the lead. Thank you to the defense for forcing that turnover, setting us up. Now if we could put a few first downs to...
Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they take it in for 6 more points. Oh, and that elusive victory is oh so close if they can hang on till the end.
And both Both sides of the ball late in the football game coming together. Defense forces the turnover. Offense punches it in. 2-possession lead in this fourth quarter.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it out. It's Moore. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And Duke has the ball back, ready to go on the attack. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. He's got it. Nice move there. Oh, he's got some space. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions. Got to continue to get these first downs. Move quick. Don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground. And the Blue Devils racing to the line in a hurry up. Off the RPO, complete. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
The Blue Devils will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. And he was trying to pay off this red zone opportunity, but it's incomplete.
In football, you hear the term, quick but don't hurt. And you can tell when you run these RPOs, the QBs want to make that decision quick. And I think he hurried it a little bit too much. Got the ball out quick, but obviously was inaccurate in his pass.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. Pressure coming. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Quick strike through the air for the score.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. Fielded in the end zone, it's Cunningham. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. And now that cushion is a little bit smaller, Jesse, and any mistake would get magnified.
Yeah, a little bit of pressure now on this offense too, David. I think they got to go back to their playmakers and get these guys going in the game.
No doubt, find those plays you know you can run them in your sleep. You make sure you execute, build this lead a little bit bigger, put this thing away in the 4th quarter.
Dances away. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this 1st down.
So now it's 2nd and long. Smart move to keep it on the ground. Really good pickup on 2nd down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But
breaks into the open. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
You got to be impressed by how you've seen this offense finish in this football game. They've been scoring points in the fourth quarter, just got a touchdown on their last drive, and there they rip off a big run. They are not letting off the gas pedal right now, and as a coach, you love to see that.
The Rebels will line it up on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Grab near the sticks, it's Cunningham. We've seen this from this sophomore, so dangerous after he makes the grab.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
And the Rebels started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Takes the handoff. It's Dickens. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Rebels! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. As they push that lead out, a really good opportunity to get back in the win column.
And it was so important for the offense to come up with a touchdown there and not kick a field goal. You're trying to put this thing out of reach. And that touchdown puts so much pressure on their opponent now with less than 2 minutes to go.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Coming out with it, it's Moore. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Wants to go up top on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Well, the windows right now to throw into are getting smaller and smaller. How about the defender that time breaking on the ball? It was the hit that caused the incompletion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Back to pass. He wants a big play here late. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
And this defense knows exactly the spot they're in, man. They are up. They've got their more defensive backs on the field. They're dropping back. You can tell they are taking away the deep ball. Nice job understanding situation, understanding clock, and what the offense is trying to do to you.
That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires it. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Well, the quarterback off target on that one. And in this 2-minute situation, you've got to be able to call and run passing plays that you feel like you can run in your sleep.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Gonna look downfield again. It's caught downfield. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be 1st down. Wants to throw on 1st down. Unloads to the wideout. Caught near the sideline, it's Tyler. He's finally shoved out of bounds at the 23-yard line, and a big pickup on that one.
What a great job outside working that route. Not only did he get to the sticks to make sure he got the 1st down, but also was able to get himself out of bounds to stop the clock. You could not do that any better in a 2-minute situation.
Through his hands and incomplete. He normally makes that catch every time. It's 2nd down.
Got to give this defense a lot of credit because even down to the last seconds of this football game, we're seeing outstanding effort. QB taking a shot down the middle of the field. There's a defender swatting it away. They have had this quarterback's number all game long, and that's why they're winning this game.
Looking for the end zone. And this This is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on.
It's been tough for this QB in this one. Very small windows to throw into, and he's been under some duress as well. It's hard to find a rhythm as a QB in those types of situations, and that's why it appears as though his team's going to be leaving here with an L.
His drive was clicking along, but after a couple of misfires, threatening to stall out on 3rd and 10. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 5-yard line, but they've got it 1st and goal. Clock stops momentarily for the 1st down. They'll hurry to the line. And he takes this one into the end zone, and all of a sudden, we've got a chance at a finish.
And listen, still a ways to go, but great job by this offense getting you back in the ball game. Now, we got a 1-possession game. We got our score. We did what we're supposed to do. Now, how do we get this stop? Now, the defense has to come up big and get me the rock back.
And the extra point splits the uprights. Just under 40 seconds to go, and it's going to come down to whether they can get this onside kick to have a shot. It looked as if he got a hand on it before it traveled 10 yards, and that's going to be a penalty. These onside kicks are nearly impossible anyway, but you have to at least give them a chance by getting the ball 10 yards. They'll take the penalty and take over with the lead. They'll leave it with him. And a pickup of 8 opens a world of opportunities on 2nd and 2. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Now on 2nd down, and we'll probably see another run, and that might do it if they can get a 1st down. Moving away from pressure. Now he'll fire back into the middle. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Yeah, and that's tough, man. Golly, you got him wide open. And that cat can roll. You're not talking about, a guy that's an average runner on the outside. You got to give him a little bit of a chance to run underneath that, put a little more air underneath it, but he just overshoots the run back.
Wide receiver comes in motion. Dropping back, it's Bailey. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
After that incompletion on 3rd and short, it's going to be an interesting decision for the head coach, because I know he believes in his guys to go get it here on 4th down and pad the lead. But if you kick a field goal, you make it a 2-possession game here in the 2nd half, and I think that's the right decision.
They have the lead in a 1-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. Fires on the move. Hauls it in easily enough for the 1st down. The offense uses a timeout. 15 seconds left to play.
And they've trusted their QB to throw the football. And he's going to have to make plays. He's made plays throughout the day. This is now when you come up clutch in a big moment when your team needs it. If that's any indication, I like what I'm seeing.
The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Now he's going to break the pocket. And the quarterback will be forced out of bounds short of the line of scrimmage. I think they'll give him a sack. And the Rebels with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
Some would say run out the clock. Some would say I don't need to add points. But here's the thing. It's your job to stop them on defense. Now, listen, the handshakes, they might get a little bit interesting after this game, but the offense did their job.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And right down the middle. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. For From inside the 15, here's the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. It'll be a wrap. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Power football with the run. And there is no gain on the run.